Hi. So this is demo video for Medbridge, the AI-enabled clinical handover. Every day across US hospitals, nurses perform roughly 4 million shift handovers. 70% of the medical errors that are happening in the hospitals trace back to this moment. And nurses spend around 45 minutes hunting through EHR tabs to prepare for each one. So we built Medbridge to turn those 45 minutes into 60 seconds with AI that speak fluent FHIR and follows SBAR protocols automatically. The handover problems persist because EHRs were not designed for the AI integration. Every hospital runs different system, each with their own proprietary APIs. Medbridge cuts through all complexity with three architectural decisions. First, FHIR R4 native. We speak universal healthcare data standard, not vendor-specific APIs. Second, MCP protocol, the standardized JSON RPC interface with which any AI client can consume. And third, sharp context. Secure header injected credentials, no hard coded secrets. Our MCP server contains 8 clinical tools. Get patient vitals, get recent nurse notes, handover summary, batch handover, log vitals, escalate to attending, vitals trend dashboard, patient educator generator. The security relies on the sharp context. Our secure healthcare access and retrieval protocol. This enabled scoped auditable access to the live EHR data without hard-coded credentials. So now let's jump to the Prompt Opinion app and see the MCP server in action. So we added our MCP server and it's hosted on the Cloudflare workers, and we added this MCP with all the required info. And if you see that, all the 8 tools that we mentioned are connected and shown here. So to run this MCP server, we created an agent inside the Prompt Opinion app and named that as nursing patient and allowed all the context like workspace, patient, and group, and added the model as well, and selected the MCP tools as well from here. So now we have the agent that uses our MCP server, and if we go to the any specific and if you select any specific patient as a nurse, right, and come to the agent chat window, right, we can ask the agent that, okay, give me the patient vitals. We see that the MCP tool calls were done, and we get the latest patient vitals as a normal text, not as a rich EHR data. We can also ask for handover summaries by another nurse. So we can just type that get handover summary, and we'll get the latest handover summary which is done, which is added by any uh, attending physician or any attending nurse, and we get the handover summary in a normal free text format, which is easily which can be easily understood by any attending physician or any other nurse. If needed, we can also escalate to the attending physician if we find anything unusual or we found the patient health deteriorating. So we can just say that escalate to the attending physician, and I think it will just tool use our MCP server to just call the tool. Okay, this asks us whether to specify the urgency level. So we can specify the urgency level as critical, and I think it will ask us the message as well because we missed passing the message. So when we ask the uh, agent to escalate the patient to the attending, it will just use the tool call as we mentioned from our MCP server, escalate to attending, and just escalate to the attending physician, and the physician will be informed with all the reasons that we mentioned. So that's how we nurses can use our MCP server and do the tools coming from our MCP server to just uh, trim down the 45 minutes of reading the patient vitals, getting the handover summaries and escalation and all other things that are mentioned in the tools, right? And honestly, that's what matters, right? Giving nurses that time back to the actual patient care. The code is open source and would love to get your feedback. And the MCP server is also live on the marketplace of the prompt opinion. And we can add this to our workspace and use the MCP server directly with all the tool calls mentioned. Yeah. Thanks for watching.